Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. You know, I'm standing in front of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, my display, for a particular reason. You saw the thumbnail. Yeah, this is a discussion on how to get that On Her Majesty's Secret Service Christmas cardigan look. Now, I know what you're saying, David, isn't this from a 1968 movie? Well, yes, it is, but it's a 1968 movie that's really grown in appreciation of all of our hearts, souls, and yes, our style searches. It's amazing that this outfit hasn't been talked about more. All the other outfits from this film have been talked about, the suits, obviously the kilt, but not this outfit. And yet this outfit sees an incredible amount of time in the film. You know the moments. I mean, first of all, he's canoodling, with a bunch of bevies, angels of death, and then suddenly, boom, he's hit on the back of the head, and he wakes up to Blofeld saying, "Merry Christmas, 007." And then it begins. His capture and the look, this whole idea of going from Hilary Bray back to James Bond, the steeliness, the savvy, the charisma that comes out of George Lazenby. And all of that is put onto film, and then that would have been enough for this to be just a very cool outfit to own. But no, then it's an escape outfit too. It's where Bond uses his ingenuity. He gets locked away. How is he going to escape? He uses and pulls out the pockets of his pants. This is crazy. This isn't a Q gadget. This is using his own brain and intuition and training to hang on to a freezing cold cable. I mean, the heroism, the stunts, all of this comes together and you have this wonderful escape. And of course, the cardigan gets a little bit tattered, but not our memory of it. So you may realize that this cardigan, and we got to talk a little bit about it, is not a typical cardigan. Yes, it's a light beige. It's got these type of buttons right here, these kind of horned leather coated buttons. It's got the hand warmer pockets, right? It's got kind of a loose fitting, not too tight look on it. He's wearing it with a Tattersall shirt. And he's actually, for those eagle-eyed people, and I only know this from Bond suits, Matt Spazer told me this, is he's wearing the pants, those kind of brown tweedy pants that actually go to one of his suits that he wears. So he's put his own look together from his suitcase. This is a personal style choice of James Bond as Hilary Bray. It connects on so many levels, but this is not a typical cardigan. This is a waffle weave, and I mean it's the waffliest weave. Take a look at this waffle weave. I mean, that's one hell of a waffle weave. So it's the capture of this cardigan has eluded us like a bobsled down a harrowing mountain, like an escape from Piz Gloria. But until, of course, a brand that we know and love, Anthony Sinclair, suddenly put up on their website this sweater that I'm wearing right now. And you're probably, all you eagle-eyed people are saying like, David, you put the outfit together. Look at this. You got the pants. You've got the cardigan. You got the Tattersall. Look at you go. But they put this up here, and without exaggeration, within 2 hours, this cardigan sold out. Now, this cardigan is not exactly like the one in the movie. It's not dead on. It doesn't have that waffle weave. If you get up nice and close, it does have a little bit of a waffle look, not as deep waffles to hold the butter and the margarine that you do in the movie. But this one is very close because it's got camel hair. I know, it's not cashmere and it's not this boiled wool. It is camel hair. Now, camel hair is incredibly soft. It's not quite as soft as cashmere, but it's very soft. It's got a long hair to it. It's very gentle. I've got to tell you something. You may know this already. My skin is sensitive. Maybe yours is too. It's fragile. So when the barbs and the quips, when the barbs of the wool, these boiled wool, this uncomfortable Aryan wool bites into my skin, it gets red. And I know this is going to shock you. I don't wear makeup in this film. You see the ruddiness, all this stuff. It's from things aggravating my skin. So I've got to be very careful. This camel hair, which I've been wearing all day long, as a matter of test in the field, does not aggravate my skin. The camel hair is incredibly soft. Let's take a look at the fit. I'm wearing a size 42. It fits me perfectly in the arms, no bat wings here, but this is not fitting like a Tom Ford spray-on tan. You know the look. This is actually quite loose, and yet it's not hanging off of me. It's not billowing. It looks really good. I'm a 42 up here, a 31 here, and this is the size I would go for. So it fits true to size in a 42. But hold on a second. Wait a minute. You want to know about the cardigan itself. So like I said, Anthony Sinclair, who is restocking this. That's the good news. This is a cardigan made by William Lockie. Now we got to talk about the cardigan itself. This is handcrafted in Scotland. William Lockie's been around since, I don't know, 1874. What makes this different is camel hair, whatever wool that they use, they actually run it through the Scottish waters of Harwick, where the waters are very gentle, and therefore it doesn't create this abrasiveness. It creates a very soft hand and supple feel. Let me get up close so you can see some of those details, because it is really worth showing this off. Now, I've got to go hunting for an elephant in the room. Sorry, animal lovers, it's a terrible vernacular. I can't stop using it. I can't stop using it. But this outfit, with everything to it, on a 6'2", 6'3", George Lazenby from 1968, looks amazing. He's a tall drink of water. He's a model, for goodness sakes. He looks great. On a 56-year-old David Zaritsky, it looks a little grandpa-ish. I mean, I'm not saying it looks like, hey, you kids, get off my lawn. It doesn't go to that point. But it's maybe a little bit of a bridge too far. I do like it with the Tattersall shirt, but I might pair it, for example, with jeans. These sort of browns and light beige, maybe they're just a little bit too close to me. It's not overly UPS, it's not brown, but it's close enough that it may just age me. And at my age, if you're 40 and above, you don't need any help. Gravity and time have done wonders to show your age. So wearing clothes that make you look a little bit older, I mean, don't forget the character. And this was a character. There was Hilary Bray's outfit as Bond. His choices was not supposed to look like a secret agent, charismatic playboy. It was supposed to look like kind of a stodgy herald that, talks about 23andMe. He talks about heraldry and all these different things and earlobes. Not the most scintillating of conversation. So it was supposed to look a little, pipe, smoke in the air, stodgy. So the question is, and you've heard me rail against cosplay, is if I'm not going to do a George Lazenby or Hilary Bray outfit out in the wild, how do I make this my own? I've got to pair this with things that turn this from a George Lazenby James Bond on Her Majesty's Secret Service Christmas cardigan, say that 20,000 times fast, to a David Zaritsky cardigan that he wears with David Zaritsky type clothing. So, no movie magic, let's do that. Okay, now this is a little bit more me. I've got to be me. I've got to be me. It's a little bit more me. In other words, this is what I would typically wear on the weekends if I'm going out a little bit. Yes, I dress in Bond fineries, but every now and then I'm wearing an Olibar Brown t-shirt. It's a nice t-shirt. It's a t-shirt, but it's a nice t-shirt. And then I've got a pair of Levi's jeans on, nothing too fancy. I think these are 511s. I've got my R.M. Williams from Dragon Tattoo, yes, belt on. And I've got a nice modern watch now from Omega. So obviously this is not anything like the George Lazenby version. This is definitely more the David Zaritsky version. But again, this isn't about cosplay. This is about me really embracing my roots, but combining a very Bond moment. And what I mean by that is I can take this and suddenly the slightly more, I'll just call it stodgy, I'm comfortable saying that, it's suddenly a little bit more youthful. Now, what I've got going on here is sometimes I would wear a white t-shirt, a V-neck, for example, like the Sunspell Sea Island one to offset this. But to me, that's a little bit too extreme. This is a navy blue. It's dark. It's almost like a midnight blue, Oliver brown t-shirt. I think it offsets the brown beautifully here. Take a look at that, all right? So what I'm trying to do is find a color that accentuates, that frames, that highlights this cardigan. And with the jeans, it's got a slightly more youthful look. I could see myself going on a date with Danielle, going down and meeting some friends, going to the pub, so to speak. All of those coming together really create this slightly more youthful and approachable type of look. Now, this is something that, again, that camel hair, everything extremely soft. I've put it all together to really represent a little bit more of who I am in this outfit. But you can see this turns into I'm just going to say it, an invisible Bond moment. Nobody knows that I'm wearing a George Lazenby Christmas cardigan except for you and maybe a few other people that I tend to tell from time to time. This is definitely a little bit more on target. Well, there you have it. I'm going to actually stay in this outfit because it is cold outside. It's a Friday night. I'm going to do a little canoodling and cuddling, and what better way to do it than a beautiful camel hair cardigan from Anthony Sinclair, just to relax in a very casual type of look, something that I've made very much a David Zaritsky look from a George Lazenby James Bond look. It's amazing how we transform these things. Anyway, that's how you get the On Her Majesty's Secret Service cardigan look, and then making it a little bit more for you. In the meantime, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. I got to get to that canoodling. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.